Hi everyone, welcome to another video where we learn different Excel formulas. The formula we are going to learn in this video is just an extension of the average function in Excel. In these two average functions, we will be able to use special filters to find specific results. Let us dive deep into the example and see how it works. We are using the same example sheet as we had used in our last video. If you haven't watched the previous video, feel free to watch the earlier one where we learned how to use the average formula. In this example, we are going to learn about two functions, average if and average if s. Let us start with average if formula. We'll try and find the average of the units sold where the segment is mid-market. Once we write the name of the formula, the drop-down shadow shows a few parameters that we need to provide for the formula to work. The first parameter we need to provide is the range of the criteria that we are going to check or filter out. In our example, the range is from A2 to A20 as we are going to check the criteria of segment. And the criteria we are going to check is mid-market. So we are going to write that in the next parameter. As this is a text, we will use double quotes. The last parameter is an optional one which needs a range where the formula will take the numbers from to find the average. In our example, we will provide the range from C2 to C20. Once we hit enter, we will get to see the result. Now, let us just quickly check if the result is correct or not by applying a manual filter on the segments column. Let us unselect all options and just click the mid-market one. Here we are. Now, if we check down at the bottom, we can see that our result from the formula is absolutely correct. Let us go back to our main database and check our next formula, which is also a conditional formula for finding the average value. The advantage of using the average if s formula is that it can filter out more than one conditional while calculating the average of a range. In this example, let us find the average units sold where the segment is mid-market and the country is Mexico. In our previous formula, we just used one filter for segments, but now we are going to use two. We'll start by writing our formula. Now in the drop shadow of the formula bar, the parameters have changed a bit from the previous one. In this formula, the first parameter we need is the range of the units sold. In our case, it is going to be from C2 to C20. After that, we will have to provide the range of our first criteria, which is in the segments column, specifically from A2 to A20. Then comes the criteria, which is mid-market. We are going to write it within double quotes as it is a text. Once the first criteria is done, we can write the range of the next criteria just like the first one. Now the criteria will be for countries, so the range is from B2 to B20. And the criteria will be Mexico. You can add more criterias if you want and as many as you want. The final result will validate all of them and then provide you with the average. Let us now use the manual filters and see if our result is correct or not. The first one will be mid-market. The second one will be Mexico. As expected, the formula worked perfectly fine as we got the exact result that we were looking for. In this way, we can use the average if and average if formulas in Excel and calculate the average of a range using different criteria. Hope this video helped you in learning Excel formulas. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.